I'm gonna write n minus, oh, my battery's running low. Oh no, please just get through this video. Okay, hold on. Okay, this is the retrieval for Unit 2, Lesson 2, in our packet that is on page 16. First thing we're gonna do today is calculate the slope. First from a graph, second from a table. So on the graph, as usual, I'm going to look for the places where the line crosses the grid at the exact intersection of those grid lines. So I can see 3 places where that happens, and I'm just going to draw in those triangles that we love to draw. And then slope, remember, is rise over run. So I'm going to figure out the rise of each point. Looks like we're going up 2 to get from point to point, and we're going over 3 to get from point to point. So our slope would be 2/3. Rise over run. Okay, so now we have to do the same thing, but we have a table instead of a graph. So the rise is always our y variable. That's the variable that's going up or down, also known as the output. So that's the variable that's over here. This is the rise. And then the run is always the x variable. It's going left to right. So that would be over here. So let's start by finding the rise, and then we'll find the run. To go from point to point, we're just going to think about how much we're increasing or decreasing by. So to get from -31 to -40, it's going down 9. And if you can't do that in your head, just type in -40 minus -31. That works too. Okay, -40 to -52. It's not -9, it's -12. -40 minus 12 would get us to -52. Okay, interest. Let's see what happens next. -52 to -67 minus 15. Okay, so these numbers are usually all the same. It's weird that we're getting different numbers, but let's see what happens with the run. So over here, to get from 4 to 7, we're going up 3. 7 to 11, up 4. Oh. 11 to 16, up 5. Okay, so that's why we were getting all different numbers over here. It's because we're not counting by ones for the inputs. It's not going 4, 5, 6, 7. The run is also increasing, or the x variable, or the n variable in this case, is also increasing by different amounts. Basically, there's some lines missing in this table, so that's why it wasn't working out to be the same difference each time. Okay, but that's fine. We can still do this. So let's just pick the first rise and the first run, and we'll see what we get. So that first rise was -9. The first run was +3. So if I do -9 over 3, that gives me -3. That's my slope. You'd actually get the same thing no matter which combination of rise and run you use. If you did -12 over 4, -3. -15 over 5, -3. Just make sure you're using 2 that match. Okay, now they want us to write the recursive and the explicit. So let's start with recursive. Always f of n equals f of n minus 1. Now the slope tells us what we're doing to get from step to step. In this case, we're subtracting 3, so we're just going to write -3. And then we have to say where we started. So we started at step 4 for some reason. F of 4 equals -31. All right, now for the explicit. Our starting value, our starting output, is -31. We are subtracting 3 each time. And since we started at step 4, I'm going to write n minus, oh, my battery's running low. Oh no, please just get through this video. The battery's dying. There's another earthquake, smaller than earlier. How nervous do we have to be about earthquake storms? Okay, plugged in. There's been 3 earthquakes today. I have felt one of them. Okay, anyway, n minus 4. There we go. Okay, the last thing we're doing, once again, is solving. Something plus 5 equals 13. So I can either kind of try to reason my way through it, what plus 5 would give me 13, or I could just kind of undo that plus 5 and in my calculator type in 13 minus 5, which is 8. So 8 plus 5 gives me 13. Okay, 2/3 times something equals 12. So I have to figure out 2/3 times what would give me 12. So let's use that pizza analogy again. Here's my pizza. I split it into thirds. 2 of those thirds comes out to be 12 slices. So if I take all of this part of the pizza, I get 12 slices. So that would mean there's 6 slices in each of those thirds. So there must be 6 slices in this other third. So total in the entire pizza there is 6 plus 6 plus 6. That's 18.